Let's start this off. The Barbenheimer conversation. I already just talked about it on the podcast with Elvis the Alien, which is going to come out soon. But a long story short, Barbie is better than Oppenheimer. That's just a fact in all elements. I am genuinely annoyed that everyone is acting like Oppenheimer is the greatest movie of our generation. Oppenheimer is boring. Dialogue's way too long. The bounce from future, present, past, like the fucking... you're basically solving a Rubik's Cube as to what's going on the whole time. The music's too loud where you can't understand what they're saying half the time. Dude, I would not want to see that movie in IMAX because I would rather my eardrums to not explode. Okay, back to what I was saying. No, not all the dialogue mattered. I would say about 50% of the dialogue mattered. There are good parts in the movie. Want to clarify, I don't think the movie is hot shit. I just am annoyed with everyone saying that the movie is the greatest movie of our generation. Wrong. It's your opinion, Anthony. This is mine. Okay. I highly believe that at least 30% of the movie could be cut out and it would be a better movie. But what I liked about the movie, I liked the science behind it. It was interesting. I liked them showing how corrupt the government is. Interesting. I liked how they portrayed the anxiety of Oppenheimer realizing that he is the creator of something that killed hundreds of thousands of people and him dealing with that. And the one scene in the movie that is the best scene in the movie is the scene after the test bombing when he's talking to the audience. Those who watch the movie know what I'm talking about. That scene's amazing. I'll admit. This is kind of spoilers, Pig. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot that I spoiled the fact that the atomic bomb was tested. Guys, I'm so sorry that I spoiled the fact that the atomic bomb was tested and Oppenheimer felt bad for it. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Spoilers. Sorry about that. But anyway, don't tell me it lands on Hiroshima. Okay, you just spoiled it for everyone. What the hell? Come on, man. But anyway, about the movie, I forgot to say. Oh, yeah, the good scenes. That scene, the anxiety scene with him talking to the audience, and then, I'll just say that scene. I'm not going to say any specifics because I don't want to spoil it. The test of the bomb was interesting. I thought Robert Downey Jr.'s character's storyline in it was, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's unnecessary. I just didn't care for it. It's real. It happened. That's just like what happened in Oppenheimer's life and, with that. But I didn't care. I wasn't invested in that. I was kind of bored with it. It was really petty. I thought the cinematography was just like any other Hollywood movie. The practical effects were cool, like with the, like particle effects and the using billions of TNT to make an atomic-like bomb. But, I was just bored. It was genuinely a boring movie. And that's coming from someone who is interested in the whole, like, I've researched like the Manhattan Project and just like the atomic bomb testing and Oppenheimer on my own before I even knew the movie was coming out. And I didn't enjoy it at all. Again, there are redeeming qualities, but I will give it the same score I gave it on the podcast, which was a 6 out of 10. I am so goddamn tired of everyone saying it's the best movie. Stop saying stop saying it's a masterpiece. Stop saying it's the greatest movie of our time. It's an okay movie. That's what it is. It's a decent movie. If you like historical, drama-filled movies, then this is for you. Even then, you might not like it, but Also, spoiler alert, guys, I hated the sex scenes. I am a huge advocate of sex scenes are absolutely stupid, and this movie just solidified that fact 1,000 times over. Wait, there's sex scenes? Yeah, guys, I'm sorry, Oppenheimer has the Riz. Okay, that's the spoiler for today. Oppenheimer has Riz. I said it. He fucked the bomb, didn't he? Okay, the reason I think first of all, the reason I think sex scenes are stupid is because it never adds anything to the movie. Like, them being naked having sex doesn't add anything unless, like, maybe something bad happens during sex. But if someone is just having sex, like, just say you had sex. Like, just imply that they had sex. Why the fuck you gotta, just plop naked people on the screen? Which, don't get me wrong, why didn't they have him hang dong? Why did they not have Oppie's dong slanging around? They had the girl he was with, her boobies were out. Where's his dong? Can we please have equality with this shit? I swear to God. I'm going to get so mad. But anyway, when I was talking about how this solidifies why sex scenes are so fucking stupid, little bit of a spoiler. Actually, I won't even say what the spoiler is. Basically, he said something that is so iconic and is like one of the most important lines in the entirety of the movie. Like something that is a famous line that has been known for so long. And they used it in a fucking sex scene. Dude, when that happened, I was so gone. Like, I literally gave up on the movie after that point. It pissed me off. I was so mad. And also the context of how it was even said. She just gets up. He's not even done. He didn't even finish. Like, Oppie's got some sauce. You know what I'm saying? She grabs a book, comes back. She schlomps his penis back in her. And then she holds the book to him and points at a line and tells him to read it while they're banging. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry, but it's just like, I was so done with the movie after that. I'm not going to lie. I'm never watching this movie. I want to know what he said. Google Oppenheimer. You know what? Everyone knows what it is. Like, it's literally the famous Oppenheimer line. I am become death, destroyer of worlds. He says that while he's banging someone. Actually, Anthony's got a point. That was the first explosion of the movie and set up the next explosion. You know what? Good point. Good for him. Chad move. It wasn't a Chad move because he's not even the reason he said it. Is it bad? Okay, I am not going to be the one to tell someone don't watch it. I don't want to be that guy. I try not to be that guy because there's people I tell not to watch it. It's not worth it. And then they watch it and they love it. So honestly, at the end of the day, do what you want. Watch it. It's good. I disagree. I think it's an extremely boring movie that's overrated. But if you want to give it a chance and you want to watch a 3-hour movie that potentially is going to bore the hell out of you, it's up to you. Do you normally like war movies? Yeah. I don't mind war movies at all. I honestly don't. Like, I can't think of a reason beyond I cannot say it's the genre. It's not a genre because there's movies that has similar genre to it that I like. I just personally think it was done wrong. Yeah, I mean, that is true. It's not a war movie. Yeah, you got a point. It's not. I don't really think it has much to do with that, and more to do with the internal dealio with Oppenheimer. Name 3 war movies then? What, you want me to name every woman because I think women deserve rights too? Yeah, it's a character study, yeah. I'm going to be the first one to say, someone who dislikes the movie, it had some great moments, but it just wasn't for me. And again, I'm so fucking tired of everyone saying it's the greatest movie of our generation and like it's a masterpiece that oh my God, why don't they say that about good like movies that deserve it? There's so many fucking movies that deserve this shit. And then just because there's a billion big name actors, there's some black and white in the movie to give some oh man, this makes this I must be smart if I'm watching a movie that has some black and white moments. God, it just feels so pretentious. It's so pretentious when people are saying that shit. But let's move on to the Barbie movie. Way better. Way better. It truly is. I feel like this, you know what? I would feel more comfortable with people saying this movie is a masterpiece than Oppenheimer. Not because of, which I mean, I would like to mention the cinematography and the art in the movie is fantastic, but more of the risky message that was said here. The non-apologetic statements in this movie, which are true, but right-wing Andes get really butthurt and cry about it. For example, Ben Shapiro made a 42-minute long video talking about how he hates the movie. He even titled it himself, Ben Shapiro Destroys the Barbie Movie for 43 minutes. Guys, he destroyed it. If he says that, you know the movie's good. Oh, wait. Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you that one flyer. This right here. Oh, John sent it. Oh, yeah, duh. We were playing a game with John, and he randomly sent it to us. That's what it was. Okay, so our friend we play games with occasionally, he's like a little bit a right-winger, but, you know, he's an open-minded right-winger. He like, doesn't hate people or anything. But anyway, we have some conversations here and there, and it gets pretty entertaining. But this is one of them. He didn't watch the Barbie movie, but he's like, so from what I heard, like, they're trying to make women control men, and they don't want men to have rights, and they hate men or something. And we're like, what are you talking about? And then he sends this flyer to us, and it says, warning, do not bring your children to see Barbie. According to the movie guide, there's a clear agenda which shows that studios continue to neglect the safety of young children and disregard the biggest audience in cinema, families. In a recent interview with Out, Harry Neff, a transgendered woman who stars as Dr. Barbie, confirmed that the movie is an exploration of femininity and sexualization, which is a clear, gross agenda in mind to push sexuality onto children. Let's look at the other issues in this movie real quick. Little girls smack their baby dolls in the movie and say, girls don't have to be mothers anymore. Now, for those people who watched the movie, did you ever hear that line at the beginning of the movie? You could literally Google, you could watch the opening on YouTube. This line doesn't exist, and it had nothing to do with pregnancy at all. But anyway, another attack on the patriarchy. Barbieville is good because they remove the men, and the women are now in charge. And if you remove the men, you get rid of problems. Ken is the villain, and Barbie hates Ken. Barbie Simu says the movie will be a final nail for gender-based norms. Whether a biblical worldview is important to you or not, it's safe to say that most discerning parents don't want poison mixed in with their children's candy, let alone their entertainment. This is the batshit crazy stuff that right-wingers are saying about this movie. Yeah, okay, so right-wingers don't understand nuance, and like Barbieville at the beginning is bad because of the fact that it's the complete opposite of like what we normally have, which is like men have everything and then women get less. And it's the opposite in Barbie world. And they're trying to display that both of these things are wrong. They're both bad. We need equality. That's what the whole movie was trying to say. But for some reason, right-wingers don't like seeing that. Ken doesn't hate her either. He literally just wants her to acknowledge him as more than a friend. Well, yeah, and at the end of the movie, like, all it is telling everyone you don't have to conform to the societal norms of being a man or being a woman. You could just be who you want to be. Barbie. Barbie. You guys remember that commercial? That's literally the entire premise of the fucking toy. It has a jingle, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about the movie. That's what's hilarious, is Barbie, which has, it has politics in it, but not really. It's more of just stating what the political state of the world is right now, which honestly, at the same time, I don't believe human rights is a politics thing. I don't think equality should be lumped into politics at all. That it's just a human thing. And it's so stupid that it has politics involved in it all the time. But anyway, Oppenheimer, which is fully a political movie, is, not talked about at all when it comes to the politics. But Barbie is like, everyone's talking about the politics. It's hilarious.
Cringe.
Shmoo Kazoo, thank you so much for the prime. Yeah, but the movie, it was hilarious. Ryan Gosling was fucking hilarious throughout the entire movie. Michael Cera characters was amazing. Dude, honestly, everybody did great. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to laugh in the movie. I thought the jokes were going to be very, like, cringe and cliche, but they were witty and good. It had a fair share of ironic humor in the movie and self-aware humor in the movie, which is good, because if Barbie didn't have self-aware humor, then it would be really tough to sell, because it's Barbie. Yeah, Ryan did kill it. Like, actually, you know what? They're right. The movie does brainwash you, because now I'm gay for Ryan Gosling at the end of the movie. They got me. I think most women in the theater cried. Dude, the message at the end of the movie for like women in general, even for a guy, like it hit hard. Like just obviously I can't relate that much because, you know, I'm a man, but it still was like a really fucking good message at the end of the movie. I highly recommend, like, even if you're a guy, please watch the movie. Like it's such a good movie. It for those who are it basically just takes that concept of Barbie is the complete opposite of the real world, which is like, you know, patriarchy. And in Barbie land, it's what is it? It's a matriarchy. Is that when all women are in charge or whatever? And at the end, it's like they're trying to say, oh, we need that happy medium. We need that equality. Yeah, dude, I wish the patriarchy was about horses too. That part was fucking hilarious. And then when they sang Push, they got me. You think with IP like that, they do everything they could to appeal to kids, but I love when an IP like this branches out. Dude, that's the thing, is they're smart because Barbie isn't directed towards kids anymore. It's directed towards the kids way back then. You know, like the 90s and the early 2000s. The kids who played with Barbie all the time. I feel like nowadays they don't play with Barbie as much. You know, we have the internet. Kids just play with screens most of the time. So obviously it's going to hit way harder for women who used to play with Barbie dolls back then. It's not directed at kids, honestly, at all. Like, it really is directed towards just young women and women in general.
Now it's time to walk away. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Did you laugh or cry or maybe subscribed? I'll thank you either way. You know I will miss you. I hope you return. Tell your friend or your mother to get me more views, please.